My name is Daniel. I will explain you the EDELRID DYNEEMA LITERIDER LEDGE. When we started the development of this Portaledge, the question was how light can we really get, and we were sure as soon as we can get below 5 kilograms, the product concept is realistic. Finally, we made it to almost below 3 kilograms. How do we reach the 3 kilograms? First part of the concept is the aluminum frame. Here we are using a special 7075 aluminum alloy T6 hardening. It's the same material and the same production process as we're using for lightweight climbing carabiners. The second part of the frame, the second idea of the frame is that we are not using round tubes, we are using oval-shaped tubes. By that, we can way better use the main strength of the profile on the one side, and on the other side, we avoid the bending and winding of the Portaledge, which is usually happening when you're using round tubes. Second part of the concept is the floor sheet, where we're using a special DYNEEMA composite fabric. On the one side it's DYNEEMA, the warp and the weft is DYNEEMA yarns, which make it very breaking resistant and wear resistant on the one side, and on the other side very low stretch material, so it has almost no stretch when you're standing on it. It's an almost static material. On the other side, a very thin layer of polyester that protects the DYNEEMA fibers from wear and abrasion. Third part of the concept is the tensioning straps, where we're using an HMPE fiber, 8mm thick, and the tensile strength, the basic tensile strength of this material is more than 10 kN, so the durability and the wear resistance is very, very high. The ledge itself comes with a middle fin, double-side middle fin, which allows a bit of a bending in the middle of the Portaledge, so it forms a bit to the shape of the body when you're lying on it. Small pockets on each side of the middle fin, and a splittable attachment point at the top, so you can spread the attachment point to different anchors, which makes it way more stable when fixed on the wall. Before you first time take your LITERIDER ledge to the wall, train the assembly on flat floor at home to get used to the different steps of the assembly. Okay, so first open the back. Take the ledge out. So now you already see different sides, different colors. The blue side is the air side, and the black side, which has the polyamide abrasion protection webbing on the inside on the frame, is the wall side. Start with sorting all the straps, and then place all the longitudinal bars in a way that the knots of the webbing are facing the floor. Then take out all the webbings and connect the middle bars. The one side and the other side. The crossbars on the one side is fixed. On the other side, you have the tensioning straps on the crossbars. Start with the fixed crossbar. Pull the webbing out of the tube, and by that slide the longitudinal bar in the crossbar. Same on the other side. Always pay attention that the knots are facing down. Pull on the webbing to fix the bars, and then do the same on the open side. Make sure that the webbing is not caught in between the bars. To connect the corners of the bars is quite easy, as all the bars are now at the same level. As soon as they are twisted only slightly, it gets almost impossible to connect the corners of the bars. So as soon as you start to level them again and get them in the same direction, you can connect them, pull on the webbings to fix them. Now the outer frame is connected fully. Next step is to tension the floor sheet. You can bend over the side, pull on the floor sheet, and then tension the straps below. Now the Portaledge already looks almost finished. If you now would hang it to the wall and step on it, it would break. So the full stability the Portaledge gains by the spreader bar. So the most important step before you step on the Portaledge is to fix the spreader bar. The spreader bar, you slide through this hole and up through the hole on the other side. Fix it there in the middle of the longitudinal beam, and then with a short, hard push, you fix the spreader bar in the middle, and now the setup is finished and you can hang the whole thing to the wall. To reassemble the Portaledge, you follow the opposite order. First, take out the middle bar, the spreader bar. Place it directly in the middle. Open the tensioning straps. Open the links between the longitudinal bars. Here it's quite practical. If it's under tension, the best is slide it together and then pull on the sheet. Slide together, pull on the sheet, and now fold the corners inwards. Put it in a packing bag, close the packing bag, and make sure that the carabiner to fix the ledge is always placed on top of the packing bag. Press the tubes in, and then the carabiner place on top. Close the bag, so that the first thing you fix to the anchor is the carabiner of the ledge, then everything is protected from falling, and then you slide off the bag. You can also fix it to the straps of the carrying bag, and like this you haul it. Fix the Portaledge as direct as possible to the anchor point. This is optimum, this is still okay, but not any lower. Now you have two options. If there are strong winds, the best is to open the bottom side of the bag and slide the bag up to get collected here, and you protect it from getting lost in the wind. The other option is, if there is less wind, you just unclip the carriers on top, open the bag to the bottom, and slide the whole thing out. Before you start, you can already check which is the wall side and which is the air side. So here, now I see my green bars, they will go to the wall side, so orientation is right. Also here, I start to connect the longitudinal bars. Take care that the knots are on the same side. Also here, knots on the same side. Next step is to fix the crossbar on the closed side. And also here, if they are twisted, it's hard to get the corners connected. If you bring them at the same level, then it's quite easy to connect the corners. When everything is fixed, use the tensioning straps. Last but not least, the spreader bar goes through this hole. Slides in that hole, and then before I now load the Portaledge, I adjust the length of the tensioning straps. Also here you can see carabiner is twisted now. Turn it around, that everything is orientated well. And now we tension all the straps that this is too loose, that they're under the same equal load. And then I start carefully to load it in the middle of the ledge. Wall side first, test, check if everything is aligned well. When you now start to adjust the tensioning straps, the best is to get the Portaledge as low as possible, and this you reach by going to the maximum length on the blue straps, and then adjust the black straps accordingly. Take time to position the Portaledge perfectly. As soon as you start to load it and two persons are standing on it, it will become difficult. If you now load it the first time, step to the middle of the ledge. If you step to the side of the ledge, it will swing. So load it directly in line under the attachment point, and then it will stay stable. Now that it's loaded, I realize this is too loose. To make it easier to grab and pull on the cord, put a carabiner in here. And like this, I can lift it and tension it even under load. If you now realize this is too high and you want to lower it, the best is to take the weight off the ledge again and lower the thing, and then step back on the ledge. Now it's loaded perfectly. If you set up the Portaledge and you realize that it's hanging not stable because of an uneven wall bulge in the middle, you have to adjust the Portaledge in a position where it's more stable. If you load it now with 2 persons on both sides of the Portaledge, the frame will try to bend inside the wall, and it can happen that it breaks in the middle of the Portaledge. So the first thing you can try is to get it below the obstacle by getting the tensioning straps to their maximum. And if this is not enough, then you can elongate the attachment point and then place it below the uneven position. If this is not possible, you can also try to get it above. And adjust the tensioning strap to shorter length. You're facing a similar problem when the Portaledge touches the wall only at the very front, at the very end of the longitudinal bar. Now it seems to be stable, but as soon as you really heavily load it, the frame will try to bend against the wall and therefore could break in the middle connectors. So in this case, you try to solve it in the same way. Either you lower the Portaledge or you try to lift it in a safer position above the obstacles. When the straps are not adjusted equally, here this for example is way too loose, and you start to load it, you see how the frame starts to bend at this place and it will soon break in the middle connection. So it's very important that all the straps have the correct length, and then you can also step to it without closing the middle fin and fix the middle fin afterwards. When I step now on the Portaledge, I try to step in the middle of the Portaledge under the point of fixation. If you step to the side, the Portaledge is swinging. So orientation must be perfect, and then you can load it in the center under the fixation. If you have a second anchor and you have the possibility to fix or to spread the attachment points of the Portaledge, this will make it way more stable. The way to do so is unclip the side strap, fix it to the second anchor, and move the whole thing a bit to the side. Tension the straps new. And like this now you can step to the center, but you can also move to the side and the ledge stays stable without swinging. So you can now walk perfectly in this square meter. If you step to the other side, again it will start to swing. The most stable the ledge will get when you have the chance to fix it on 3 anchor points. Then you have to adjust the new. And like this, you have the perfect stability of the ledge all over the length of the ledge. So as soon as the Portaledge is ready, it's always easier to build it up and do the assembly when you're in one person. And before the second person arrives, make sure that it's positioned perfectly, that it's perfectly horizontal, and all the straps are under correct tension. And then when the second person arrives, it's a game of synchronization. So as soon as the second person starts to load the Portaledge on the one side, the other person has to give the same load on the other side of the Portaledge to keep it in a stable position. So we're trying a place change. So as long as you're moving synchrone, the Portaledge will stay in its stable position. The Portaledge is no PPE, it does not protect you from falling. So as long as you're on the ledge or as long as you're in the wall, always stay belayed with either certified self-belay sling or best with your dynamic belay rope. Actually, the best is to use both in the same. When you want to lay down, elongate everything to the right length. What you can do is when you want to sleep with your head a bit higher, tension the straps of the wide sides a bit more, so these corners get up. The wide sides of the Portaledge are the ones where the head and the shoulders are resting. So lift it a bit and your head will be placed higher. Lay down. Every now and then you will have stones falling from the wall onto the Portaledge. They don't damage the Portaledge, but when you step on them and they have sharp edges, it can happen that it cuts the fabric as it is under really, really high tension. So try always to keep the Portaledge clean, and as long as you have stones on the Portaledge, don't step on them.
Okay.
What we did for our Portaledge is that we took some really cheap, simple foam mattresses and cut them in the shape of the Portaledge. Then we just fixed with some super glue, some Velcro patches, and when you connect them, the mattresses, they are fixed, they cannot slide, they cannot get lost in the wind. And like this, we keep the mattresses on the Portaledge the whole day, so the fabric stays protected, you're walking on the mattress, and they cannot get lost.